Alright YouTube, up for review today is a brand new Hazer from Marq. Marq is a new company. It's owned by InMotion, the guys that own Den and DJ, along with New Marq and a couple other brands. The new brand that has been bought by InMotion is Rain, which has made a lot of people upset. But here's a new brand. It's Marq. They focus on lighting. They were introduced at NAMM of this year, and today we're going to do an unboxing. This is their entry-level Hazer. It's the Marq 700, 700 watt Hazer. I couldn't find any good reviews. There's an unboxing video on YouTube, and the only other reviews I found were on Amazon, which were four reviews with Amazon Vine. The reviews were by non-DJs, which was kind of interesting, and so people commented on how it's good for their Halloween party. But we're gonna do a review today from a DJ's perspective. So unboxing Marq Haze 700. Comes well packed. I purchased this from Amazon. They shipped it in the original box. So already, it has pretty good weight. It feels pretty solid. And some silica gel. And here's the unit. Interesting. Looks like there's some liquid in here. Maybe from a factory test. The rest of the bottle is empty. Pretty small reservoir. Maybe it's, the box says it's good for 4 hours, up to 4 hours. Although I bet that's using it sparingly. I suppose you can connect this directly to a bottle of Hazer fluid. This model comes with the wired remote. There's an on and off switch, ready light, power light, and then an output. There's no DMX control of this unit, so if you're doing anything more serious than house parties or small venues, you probably want to step up to the DMX unit, which is the Marq 800. On the back, there's a fluid level when you insert the reservoir, power switch, fuse, and a volume up and down. And not sure what that is, but I'm assuming it's the manual control for this. So I'm going to fill this up with my favorite Haze fluid, and we'll take it for a spin. Alright, and the light just clicked on, and I can hear a low-pitched hum. I'm assuming the unit is outputting Haze. Just can't see it just yet. I'm going to turn up the volume on the dial, and we can see the fluid start to get pulled in. I'm sure there's a bit of a delay here for the priming. Oh, and there it goes. There's our Haze. Nice and cool. It's quite odorless. That's thanks to our Foggy's Fog. I'm going to put a link in the description for that too. And I'm in a small room right now, and it's starting to fill up. So I'm going to dim the lights, put on some music, and see how it looks. So a couple comments, you know, within just a few seconds, this seemed to have filled up this tiny room here. You know, pretty good beams of light. Doesn't have that thickness that the fog machines typically generate. You know, using this sparingly, you know, in your your events, produces a really nice effect. Being able to see the beams without being overwhelming. Have it on pretty much the lowest setting. Actually, I can go a little lower. Although it looks like that's not doing anything. Okay, so here's another thing. It says low, but if you turn it all the way to the left, it's actually off. So you gotta turn it just a tiny bit, and there it goes again. I'm gonna let this run for about, I don't know, about 30 more seconds. Haze. It sort of smells like a fog machine, in that it smells like heated liquid. You know, I wonder if this is kind of like the phasers, which are essentially a fog machine with a fan attached to it, and not a true haze. You know, I guess one of the big criteria is the size of the particle. I will reach out to the company Marq, see if they can provide me with that kind of information. You know, if you're looking for, you know, really fine particulate of haze, then, you know, you're going to be spending upwards of $1,000, $2,000 on something like the real effects units. But obviously this is in a different price point. It's, you know, less than a tenth of that cost of the big haze machines that, you know, produce a very fine haze. The other thing with hazers tend to be a little more friendlier to the smoke detectors. I have a smoke detector in this room. I've yet to set it off, but I'm still getting a pretty good effect from the lights. And again, you know, a lot of DJs tend to, you know, when they're playing small venues or, you know, house parties, they tend to flood the entire place with smoke, so much so that you can't see the person in front of you. The goal is typically, you know, have a tiny amount of haze in the air just to make your light beams reflect, and not cause everyone to choke and not see who they're dancing next to. Alright, so here's the review. Again, leave comments with questions and I will answer them. Thank you.